Welcome to Hell's Playground.
I am the weaver of nightmares.
This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture science. We do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on.
Wrestling! A cornerstone of American entertainment. A glorious display of strength and acrobatics. A test of titular titans tumbling towards total tumultuous trials and triumph. And it's all so stupid!
I'm trying till you run out of cake, and the science gets done, and you make a neat gun for the people who are.
But, to be fair to you, the audience, I never understood pro wrestling at all.
Still alive.
But that's not gonna keep me from saying that I thought it was stupid as a child, and I think it's stupid now.
I'm not even angry. I'm being so sincere right now. Even though you broke my heart and killed me.
But as some of you are already preemptively typing your incendiary comments about me and about how I'm a pretentious neckbeard and about how I live in my parents' basement, just let me politely ask that you take your hands, put them on your lap, shut the hell up,
And torn into pieces. And through every.
and let me elaborate. You see, I've ruminated on this rant for quite some time now, and I think I've finally found the exact reason why I don't like this medium.
Piece into a fire.
And it may not be for what some of you may think. Initially, I teetered towards the episode of South Park where the kids start their own wrestling federation, attracting the attention of rednecks who think it's all real as a foundation. But as a precautionary measure to not land myself in hot water again, I took it upon myself to see if this was actually true.
They burned it hurt because I was so happy for you. Now this.
As it turns out, not so much. Questioning the realism of pro wrestling is like questioning the realism of the beef at Taco Bell. You guys all know better, but you just don't give a shit and eat it anyway.
Lines of data make a beautiful line, and we're out of data, we're releasing.
Which is fine. But there was one thing South Park did get right, and that's pro wrestling is just a bunch of theatrics.
No shit!
And again, that's not what makes me dislike it. I dislike pro wrestling because it's a bunch of theatrics done poorly.
Sometimes I'm glad I got burned. Think of all the things we learned for the people who are still alive.
Every time I glance past a match on TNA or a promo for the WWE, everything just looks so obviously planned and telegraphed that it's actually at times hilarious at how bad it looks.
Go ahead and leave me.
Again, I know it's a performance and they're doing all they can not to hurt each other for real, but it seems as though they don't even care to try to convince the audience that there's a fight going on.
I think I prefer to stay inside.
I'm not convinced. And I hope a lot of you watching too can see what I'm talking about.
Maybe you'll find someone else to help you.
Look. The WWE is supposed to sell itself as a competition, right?
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong.
Maybe Black Mesa. That was a joke, haha.
Well, if it is, it's doing a god-awful job at it.
Hey, fuck you! Yeah, that's my message to you. Fuck you and kiss my ass.
Because it's making no effort for me to see what the WWE actually is. Broadway for bros.
chance. Anyway, this cake is great.
And I don't mean that as a positive statement. It's a poorly acted, terribly scripted sham of a production that pretends it's something that it's clearly not. When a wrestler reacts,
It's so delicious and moist. Look at me still talking when there's science to do. Then I look up there, it makes me glad I'm not you. I've experiments to run, there is research to be done on the people who are still alive.
most wrestlers have to train every single goddamn day and push their bodies to sometimes irreversible tolls. They're away from home almost 300 days out of the entire year, going from town to town, doing small house shows.
And believe me, I am still alive. I'm doing science and I'm still alive. I feel fantastic and I'm still alive. While you're dying.
Barely making enough to fucking eat. And the wrestlers that do stick with it and do make it to the big time usually end up one of three ways. Insane politicians,
I'll be still alive. And when you're dead, I will be still alive.
corporate shills,
Still alive. Still alive.
or dead. Wrestling! It's a Picture two people in a museum looking at a Jackson Pollock painting. One guy is able to see the complexity, depth, and meaning behind it, and the other is like, I don't get it! It's just a bunch of splotches thrown on canvas! Ooh! Ah, I could do that! Where's my $100 million? Yeah, I'm the latter. I know a lot of you subscribe to me, watch wrestling, and are smart enough to look past the bombastic bullshit and see, at its core, basically a bunch of children playing pretend in the backyard using their imaginations and projecting that performance in front of a stadium full of thousands of people.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong.
But do you know who does think you're stupid? The WWE. I see on my Facebook all the goddamn time at how pissed these wrestling fans are. It seems that no matter what happens, everyone groans and complains about the aftermath of whatever event went down that week. These supposedly passionate fans can't get any satisfaction out of it, and it's the WWE's fault because of it. Coming full circle, it's selling itself as something it's not. And the people behind it clearly don't care. They don't challenge their audience, and they feel they don't need to because they know the fans will buy their pay-per-view programs no matter what kind of shit they churn out. Wrestling fans are, for all intents and purposes, being George Lucas.